Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda from Creative Treats Club. Welcome. I am so glad to have you with me here today. I think this has started. I'm just going to talk for another moment. Great. There it is now showing up on my screen. Today we are working on treat box number 350, and it's a design 10. And the way it is made is made from two pieces of, what are the sizes, 7.5 by 11-inch paper. This is going to be the front and this is going to be the back. So I'm going to get on with showing you how those go together. Before I did that, I wanted to show you that this is the pattern for this box, and this box is designed to hold A6 envelopes. Here is a sample of another box like this, that of a slightly different design, and it holds these envelopes. They're slightly bigger and the cards are slightly bigger, okay, than a standard A2 size card. So if you're looking for a little bit of a bigger size card, these are great boxes to go along with them. And these are the directions for the front, and then I also have the back here, and the instructions will all be over on the Creative Treats Community Facebook group, so you can go over there and download them from there. I will just leave up the front instructions for now, and I'll get on with showing you how to do this. These, we need to glue the paper. Again, the little tabs here that are cut off, the shorter ones, that is for the front of the box. So I'm just going to glue this. I put a fairly light coat of glue on, if you can see that there, and I put it right centered within the score lines. I think it's going to be a little bit hard from that distance for you to see the score lines, but they'll become more obvious in a minute. I like to do all of my gluing before I do my folding because it is nice and flat for that. So the score lines are all on here, and we'll fold it after I've put all of the glue on. This box I'm going to be making next week with my Dementia Society card making class, and on Wednesday, what is the date? The 28th, I will be doing this in a public workshop. If you want to join me on Zoom, I'll have the links available, so you'll be able to join me, and we can make some of these together right from scratch, like all the cutting and scoring and everything. I liked when I'm just showing the assembly in these videos to keep them a little bit shorter. And for my Dementia Society class, they get it all like this, so they don't actually make from scratch, they just do the assembly. So what I'm doing now is I'm folding all of the score lines. On the front, you don't need to fold it between here because this is just going to get stuck down like that. All right. And in fact, maybe while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and just stick that down and get those pieces out of the way. Like that, because then it's going to be able to show you a little bit more how they're going to go together in a second. So that is going to be like that, is how the front is going to go. Right like that. And now the back, let's fold all of those score lines. These ones as well, you don't need to fold it along there because these are going to get stuck down right like that. So I'm just going to peel up the protective paper here and stick down those extra tabs. Rather than cutting them off, I leave them on because I find that that helps create a bit of a sturdier box and a nice straight line. Just peel that up. It's giving me a little bit of a problem. If you ever have problems peeling up the tape, it's a good idea to push it down a little bit harder, and that allows the tape to actually stick better and freeze up than the protective paper a little bit more readily. So we'll just fold that down like that. I'll peel up these protective papers. We don't want to peel up the whole tape. There we go. Oops. Go. And one more. So those are going to go like that. All right, and this is the back. So the way this card is, oops, I didn't fold them this way here. So the way this box goes together, as I say, this is the back and the top and the bottom. And that this tape here, we're going to peel off, and then this box front will go on here, and then that will be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel up the protective paper on these sides right here, and then I'm going to position this right lined up with those score lines there. Push it down. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we'll do the same thing with this one right here. We'll peel up this, and then this should fall. Let's see, how will I do this? I think I'll push that there. It's always a little bit tricky to figure out how you want to line this up. I think I'm going to do it. This will be a better way to do it. So I'll push that down like that. And then I'm just going to line up those score lines, make sure that we've got it nice and square. And then we can just tuck in the top and the bottom. Oops, having a little bit of problems here. Tuck in the top. Yikes. There we go. And as I say, they are sized to hold A6 cards, so you'll be able to put your cards into them once you've made them. And close it like that. And then I will just put on the sentiment on the front. I'm going to glue this onto here. Oops. And I put a little bit of matting to make it a little bit more interesting. Instead of just that on it, I put a matted paper of the same color, but what I did to make it show up a little bit more is I inked the edges of, oops, I'm just trying to get it centered here. Yeah, I inked the edges, so that makes it pop up a little bit more. And if you ever want to ink the edges, I just take my lid off this, and then I just run it right along like that. Okay. And I am going to put these little foam squares behind it to give that sentiment a little bit of dimension. And that is it. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing how to put together this style of box. I call it a box style 10, just to keep straight what different styles I'm making of each one. And this is box number 350, holds A6 cards, and I hope that you have enjoyed making this box with me. As I say, the instructions will be available as a PDF that you can download over at the Creative Treats Community Facebook group. Hope to see you over there sometime soon. Bye-bye.